AP Physics Unit 3. This is section 3.1 on forces. All right, first we're going to talk about some framing questions, and I will be pausing them. What I want you to do is kind of pair up or groups of 3 and get together and simply discuss these. Okay? So, question 1. You are helping a friend rearrange her bedroom. A desk weighing 150 pounds needs to be moved to make room for her bed. You are taller than the desk, but your instinct tells you to bend your knees so that your push is horizontal. Question A. What requires more force, to get the desk moving or to keep it moving? Question 2. Once it is moving at a constant speed, do you need to push with the same amount of force, less force, or more force? Part C. If you stood up and pushed it at an angle of 50 degrees to the horizontal, must the force you need to apply change? Part D. What connections might there be between back injuries and moving to a new house or apartment? What precautions could you take? How might the height of the person relate to the injury rate? Question 2. You're part of a team that will redesign the entrance hallway to your school. Your principal wants to suspend a 20-pound plaque with the name of the high school high over the entrance by hanging it from the ceiling using thin fishing line, so that the people below will think the plaque is hanging in midair. He shows you a fishing line that will hold 20 pounds and wants to attach 2 lines to the sculpture just to be safe. A wooden beam runs around the edge of the room near the ceiling. The lines would attach to opposite sides. One line would make a 20-degree angle to the ceiling, and the other would make a 40-degree angle to the ceiling. Will the design work? Question 3. If gold were sold by weight instead of mass, would you rather buy it on Earth or on the moon? Question 4. A large crate is placed on the bed of a truck, but it is not tied down. As the truck accelerates forward, the crate remains at rest relative to it. What force causes the crate to accelerate? If the driver slams on the brakes, what could happen to the crate? All right, now we're going to go play a game in the hallway called Broomball. You saw physical science kids doing this a while back. Here are the rules. 1. This is a relay race. You will be timed individually or in small groups of 3. Let's go with small groups of 3. The bowling ball must begin and end at rest in the box. Well, the box is actually an X on the floor because I ran out of tape. The ball may only touch the bristles of the broom and the floor. The clock starts when the first player takes off, and the clock stops when the last team member stops the ball in the box. Now you have one further restriction. There is blue tape on the broom. You may only put your hands above the blue tape. And be a good sport. So the course is laid out in the hallway going from 305 to 203 and back. The starting line is actually in front of room 302. Comes down to my room, goes back up to Mr. McDonald's, all the way over to Miss Campbell's, makes that cute little figure 8, and then comes back to Miss Hill's room, 302. You will get 10 seconds added to your final time for each penalty. Penalties include the ball touching any part of the broom other than the bristles, the ball touching any obstacle, locker, person, anything, walls. If the ball goes off course, meaning outside the labeled course, if it goes to down the 400 hall or down the 300 hall towards the doors or down the 200 hall, that's going to be off course. If you touch the ball in the no-touch zone, the no-touch zone runs going runs going west from my room to Mr. McDonald's room. So here are your responsibilities. As a player, you're going to sweep through the course, and then you need to become an expert as well. You need to analyze the motion and the forces. I will keep track of your time and your penalties. While you play, notice the motion of the ball. Identify the direction of the velocity. Draw or diagram the forces that you potentially see, determine what the net force is, and explain how the net force is related to the motion. You'll have an assignment in Google Classroom when we're done. Thanks for watching. Have fun.